In 1918, 286 trees were planted by the local community in the rural Victorian town of Kingston. The trees, predominantly Dutch elms, commemorate the World War I service of men and women associated with the former Shire of Creswick. The heritage-listed avenue stretches across 2.9 kilometres and begins at a Harcourt granite monument at the corner of Victoria and Kingston Roads. All of the trees, with the exception of 5, have a plaque bearing an individual serviceman or woman's name. 3 of these plaques bear the names of members of the 4th Light Horse Regiment, who, alongside the 12th Light Horse Regiment, were part of the 4th Light Horse Brigade and fought at the Battle of Beersheba. After 2 years of fighting in the desert, the battle was a desperate attempt to bypass the town of Gaza and a last-ditch effort to break Turkish defences, seize the town of Beersheba, and access precious water supplies. Having given the last of their water to the horses, it was a matter of winning or dying of thirst. On the 31st of October 1917, at around 4 p.m, and in the final phase of an all-day battle, the famous mounted charge of the 4th Light Horse Brigade commenced. With bayonets in hand, the brigade charged across 6 kilometres of open, unprotected ground towards the Turkish trenches, the enemy's final line of defence, on the outskirts of Beersheba. While some riders fought mounted, others leapt off at the first line of trenches and fought hand to hand. It was the last great cavalry charge in history. Their efforts helped to secure the town, a feat that marked the beginning of the end of the Ottoman Empire, which had stood for over 400 years. The regiments displayed incredible resilience, self-sufficiency, and bravery, and kept themselves and their horses alive in extreme circumstances. 31 Australian light horsemen were killed in the charge, 36 were wounded, and at least 70 horses died. The members of the 4th Light Horse Regiment represented in the Kingston Avenue of Honour who fought in the Battle of Beersheba are Joseph William Grigg, John Parkin, and Stanley John Woods. Kingston Friends of the Avenue cares for these beautiful iconic trees and the history they represent. Since 1999, we have been working to protect and enhance the avenue, which features all of its original trees except for 9, which have been replaced. This 99-year-old living memorial is of great significance to the local and wider Australian community. It honours the service and sacrifice of the men and women who shaped Australia's history. Please join us, the Creswick Smeaton RSL sub-branch, descendants and our community on Sunday the 11th of November 2018, as we commemorate 100 years since the Armistice and the planting of the Kingston Avenue of Honour. This free, all-ages event will include displays, games and activities reminiscent of the World War I era, and a Remembrance Day service.